It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, happy to be here with my partners, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. In this game, we'll see Toronto against the home team.
Everyone's in their seats here. Allison. Okay, David, much appreciated. Hey, Smitty, when you get this far into the season, we see more teams having to deal with the occasional back-to-back game. Just how hard is it to play 2 nights in a row?
It's extremely hard. You have to be on top of your game, like you say, and for night in and night out for a back-to-back. And what makes it also hard is the opponent and also the amount of travel. Sometimes you're getting in at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to turn around and play again. You just haven't been enough time to recover. That's when you have a deep roster. Those guys can help.
People don't realize back in the day there were 4 and 5 days, 5 and 7 days. Those are tough.
Those were extremely tough.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Anthony out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Holiday, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And the shot by Warren, no good. Here's Toronto.
Yeah, I just thought their energy was lacking defensively. Just gave up way too many easy shots.
You know what? That's a problem anytime, but especially on the road where you need to be given an extra effort.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Green from deep. And again, no good by Golden State.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
And Holiday kicks to Morris. Embiid the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Morris. Here's Anthony, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Shot off the screen. That's short off the rim.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, struggling to find any daylight. When you watch the Warriors play, their offense is a work of art. There's so much player movement and passing, it's impossible to cover. And the shooting they have, it just puts it over the top.
Now, here's Aldridge. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And just building on to the lead, extending it, trying their best to put this one away.
You sense the game has a number of ways it can go. All you can do is your very best at that moment.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it, the fast break chance. Over Morris. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
That has to be a relief. First bucket was a long time coming.
You know, I think they might have tried too hard at the start of this game. Let's see if this settles them down.
Now here's Embiid. Over Aldridge. Misses off the right iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Shooter kicks to Warren. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Holiday, the pass to Embiid. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Here's Embiid. 11 points for him in that last game again. Count it. Good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Anthony against Green. Back to Schroeder. Green, the screen. Schroeder with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Just 4 to shoot. Aldridge a screen. And here's Green outside. Toronto grabs the miss. They're getting their first look of the season at the Warriors in this one.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
And so it's Toronto going into the break with a 10-point lead. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter. Now here's Wade. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Rozier's out there with Dennis Schroeder. Then there's Draymond Green. Then it's DJ Warren. And it's Aldridge in at the center position.
The wingspan, the timing, Aldridge devastating on the offensive glass.
And Holiday kicks to Embiid. The pass to Rozier. Back to Schroeder. Outside, Green. 6 on the shot clock. Aldridge a screen. Here's Rozier. Rebound by Anthony.
A blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
That's how it's drawn up. That is, everything but the finish.
And it's sent back by Aldridge.
Great effort there. Aldridge sniffs out the shot, sends it back.
No block shot. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Toronto leading by 6. And Smitty, you were able to play a couple seasons with Steve Kerr when you were both in San Antonio. What was your time together like there? How do you think he's been influenced by his San Antonio time?
Well, it was a great time. He's a great teammate. I think he's been influenced by Popovich's attention to details. Both are very measured to their approach to things. But the one thing you have to really say that you really link those two together, they are funny, funny, funny.
Warren the pass to Rozier. Aldridge a screen. Right side, Green. No good from outside. Toronto, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And Embiid throws it down.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Aldridge. Up and in from the low block. Aldridge has got 4 this quarter.
Almost automatic from there. Aldridge using his length to full advantage inside.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Wade against Aldridge. Wade kicks to Embiid. Clock at 6. Plays it up and banks it in. Embiid's got 10 points.
I like what he's given them tonight. Efficient offense that's helped fuel this lead.
There's a screen. Rozier the pass to Schroeder. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Not one to back down inside. Schroeder likes to get right into the teeth of the defense.
Morris with a screen on Green. Anthony kicks to Morris. Down low. Here's Embiid and another basket for Toronto.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Schroeder kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen. Goes up off the pick, and Green slams it in.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in the game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
Holiday against Schroeder. Over in the corner, Green. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 5 points in the game.
He's pretty good at catch and shoot. You know he's feeling it right now.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Toronto ahead, up by. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 14 points and 4 rebounds. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. That's it for halftime.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Joel Embiid has been sensational.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well,
Toronto leading by 5. So for Toronto right now, Marcus Morris is out there with Anthony. Then it's Holiday. Then there's Embiid. And it's Wade in at the 2. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Morris, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Rozier kicks to Green. Outside Aldridge. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. And it's Green. Missing. Toronto leading by 8. Embiid with it. Now defended by Warren. Morris, no good.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
and we don't know that he has it. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Here's Green. Good D by Embiid.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Embiid the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Morris. Again, the miss by Morris.
You know, coming out of the half, you want to set the tone for the rest of the game, but going 1 for 4 is the wrong way to do it.
From 12 feet out. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Warren's got his second basket of the night. You know, Smitty, you had a long career. What was it, 14, 15 seasons you played for the Spurs, who've led the way on resting players and certainly extending their careers.
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but it's hard for me because I look at it as from a fan standpoint. When I played and now, you know, you have that kid and his dad come into the game, and he doesn't get a chance to see that star player. And a lot of times it's 2 or 3 guys that sit out. I understand the rest is needed because it's a long term, but I wish guys could find a way, and coaching staff and organization, maybe have rest days as far as practice, but let the guys play because kids want to see their stars play.
Right, but in the middle of your career, are you thinking, hey, I want to play long term so this rest is good? Or are you saying, forget the rest, I want to play?
I just want to play. I mean, I think one thing is I never thought about long term. I just wanted to play the game that was in front of me, the practice that was in front of me, the preseason game that was in front of me. You just wanted to play.
And Draymond Green just does so many things well on the basketball floor. But to me, above all else, he really is an elite defender who allows this team to be creative with their lineups. You can just put him on any player at any position and feel comfortable with his impact.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And it goes on Draymond Green. And with Green, it just seems that as long as he's going to be in the league, he'll be in contention for Defensive Player of the Year. Draymond, Greg, has been that dominant on that end of the floor.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And one thing's for certain, you don't want to go at him when you need a bucket. views it as a challenge, almost an insult if a guy wants to attack him. And he just has a knack for making winning plays on the defensive side of the foot.
80 million reasons why Aldridge is able to do this, living up to his contract and one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And that one falls for LaMarcus Aldridge. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Holiday dishes to Morris. Holiday, the pass to Anthony. And again, Toronto no up. The Warriors trailing. Schroeder outside. Warren on the wing. For the tie, and that's 2 points on the layup. Warren's got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Embiid the screen. Over Aldridge. Pass to Morris. Outside Holiday. And another shot with 2 seconds left. And he lays it up and in. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Toronto leads by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go. Good shot.
And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first 3, we should be in for a treat. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Rozier. Then it's TJ Warren. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Aldridge in at the 5 spot. That's the Warriors 5. Over in the corner, Green. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Nailed from three-point land. Wade's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Toronto. Here's Rozier. Wade is covering. Green with a screen on Anthony. It's Schroeder with the drive. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Holiday.
You know, it's not easy to keep up with Schroeder. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And Dennis Schroeder very slippery with the ball in his hand.
Oh, yeah, you see the quickness, Kevin. He can get wherever he wants on the court. It's all about finishing when he gets in there.
And Holiday kicks to Morris. It's stolen by Green. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. That shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. And Holiday kicks to Morris. Feeds it to Embiid. 6 to shoot. Embiid the screen. The shot by Holiday, no good. Warriors trail by 3. Warren kicks it over to Schroeder. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Dwayne Wade on the wing. Toronto working the ball around now. Great tee that time from Green.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Sinks the triple. It's all knotted up.
Love to see Draymond getting his feet set and firing from the outside.
Wade dishes to Anthony. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Schroeder. Here's Embiid. Out to Morris. Wade up top. Back to Morris. There's the 3. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
Yeah, important points from Morris. And when he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Schroeder outside. Aldridge left side. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Holiday, the pass to Anthony. Wade outside. Kicks it to Embiid. There's D from Aldridge.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Out to the wing. Here's Schroeder, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Drawing contact inside. Dennis Schroeder using his reach and quickness to compensate for his height disadvantage.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
The perfect guy to have on the line right now.
Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Now the feed to Embiid. Good!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Right side Aldridge. Shoots over Embiid. And the Warriors miss again. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Morris. Embiid the screen. Embiid with the screen on Schroeder. Holiday inside the line. And Rozier pulls it down.
And it's still within reach.
Maybe, but they are hanging on by a thread. They need to make good on every possession. Ice in his veins. Schroeder knows how to deliver when it matters the most.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Here's Holiday, and that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 3. There's 18 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul, or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Shoots from 14. That doesn't go either for Schroeder. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Dwayne Wade at the stripe. How many times have we said that before? He lives there.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 4. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What's your take, guys?
And this huddle up about 2 things, the quick shot and then the quick foul.
And you're right. And if they do get the bucket, you love to foul someone who isn't automatic from the line. That would take good denial of the ball on the inbounds.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And that's curtains for him. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And so it's Toronto winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.